The Denver Public Schools Superintendent has just announced that he intends to put armed officers at high schools throughout Denver as a result of today's shooting. This would defy the school board's vote 3 years ago when school leaders voted to remove Denver police officers from campuses.
Yeah, the idea was to stop what's being called a school to prison pipeline. Jeremy Hohola has been looking into school security and the revelation the suspected shooter had to be patted down before school every day.
Motion passes. There we go. Thank you.
With that unanimous vote 3 years ago, Denver School Board removed Denver Police School Resource Officers from campuses.
For too long, we've seen the school to prison pipeline disproportionately impact Black and brown students.
The removal was a phase out, ending with the last DPD SRO on campus in 2021. Flash forward to Wednesday, another school shooting press conference and a plan to bring police back to East High.
We will have 2 armed officers here at East until the end of the school year. We're looking forward to expanding that conversation to see how we can reestablish a relationship with presence at our schools.
Another major revelation, school staff have been patting down the 17-year-old suspect daily as part of his safety plan.
As part of a safety plan, they were undergoing a search. During that search, obviously a weapon was retrieved, a handgun was retrieved, and several shots were fired, striking those 2 individuals.
Well, I think reinstituting an SRO program, I think is probably number one. Number 2, I think schools need to assess their culture of safety at that school.
Clayton Cranford spent 3 years as an SRO in Orange County, California, and conducted threat assessments for schools.
Well, I mean, safety plans aren't unusual. And maybe patting down a student is a little unusual.
Cranford trains school districts across the country on school safety.
I'm sure parents are concerned because they're thinking if a student at my child's school is so concerning that they need to pat them down every day, I mean, they definitely need to be wondering, is this the appropriate educational setting for that particular student? And I think that's a discussion schools need to have with parents as well.
The Denver School Board is expected to have a discussion about school safety tomorrow. And as you mentioned, Tom and Kim, the superintendent announced in a letter to the board he intends to place armed officers at each, quote, comprehensive high school in Denver. In the letter, Superintendent Alex Marrero says he will accept the consequences of this decision because it is in defiance of the school board ruling.
The pat-down protocol is going to receive a lot of attention.
Yeah, it is.
Was it designed as a deterrent, or was it designed to find weapons? Because if it was meant to find weapons, you would think that there would be a professional who is doing that sort of search.
Yeah, from what I understand, since SROs were removed from schools, staff members have been doing pat-downs on students. People have reached out to me saying staff do pat-downs under, school safety plans surrounding each student. They're not, quite common, but they're not uncommon either. They happen, they exist. We're asking questions, how many safety plans are there in place that include pat-downs? And I think, as our expert indicated there, parents would want to know if a student has to be patted down when they enter school every day, is that the right environment for them to be in?
And does East have their own security officer that may be armed or may not be? I mean, it's worth noting the SROs have dwindled over the years. I mean, when they did away with that program or voted against the Denver police officers, I think they just had 18 at that time. So they often go from school to school.
Yeah, most schools did not have an SRO in their campuses when SROs were in campuses. After the removal, there have been security officers at some campuses, and some of those security officers have been armed. They are armed, but it's unknown if there was an armed security officer at East High School today.
And a student who knew he was going to be patted down
by staff members.
Brought a weapon to school, whether he was afraid or whether he was intending to hurt someone. There are many questions.
A lot of questions. Very much so.
It's only happened a few hours ago. All right, Jeremy, thanks.